After the Ray Rice video came out, Roger Goodell's been tested in an entirely new way. And for a lot of people, it's not just the decision of giving him a 2-game suspension. Some see this as a pattern of behavior with the commissioner's office, that owners putting that bottom line before a moral code that they have. And it's possible that maybe his partners, these owners, will have a better chance of restoring their credibility on social issues on their own without him. And the more you look at this, I don't know if this is a tipping point or not. Malcolm Gladwell could write another book on this. Tipping point 2. The investigation into Ray Rice, I guess at best is incompetent. At worst is negligent. But that's a big line that we have there. There's a big divide in there. Maybe it's somewhere in between. When I started asking questions about this, all I wanted was answers, transparency, just so I could understand what the process was, the methodology behind this. That's all. Look, I'm in a position of privilege to ask questions. And in this day and age on social media, we're talking about domestic violence. We're talking about race. We're talking about homosexuality. We're talking about all of these things. It's a very interesting time in this sports world. And to be able to do it, to have the opportunity to discuss it, I'm not the end-all. I'm not trying to be moral high ground, judge and jury with this, but it's just asking questions, getting answers. Do I want Roger Goodell fired? No. Do I want answers? Yes. If he fails to provide those answers in the correct way, it won't be upon me to get him fired. It'll be the owners who have to fire him. Would Roger Goodell suspend Roger Goodell? I think the answer is yes. If you do what you did to the New Orleans Saints, as I pointed out yesterday, you sat down their head coach for an entire year. Ignorance is no excuse, he said to Sean Payton. He had nothing to do with Bountygate, but his team did. Sat him down for a year. Cost him $8 million. Now, Sean can restore his credibility by winning games, going to the playoffs, maybe winning another Super Bowl. What about the commissioner? Has his position been compromised? That's really what this comes down to. Short term, long term. Short term, yes. Long term, I don't know. Can he still be the guy who hands out discipline? The commissioner can be the commissioner, and you can rule on or be part of certain things. But you have to have professional people in place to deal with whether it's drug suspensions, whether it's domestic violence, people who understand domestic violence. The commissioner can't be in there listening to Ray Rice and his wife at the same time. Amateurs can tell you that that's not how you approach domestic violence cases. There needs to be a better infrastructure there. If we hold the shield in the NFL on moral high ground here, it's a $1 billion corporation. We should be able to ask for answers here. I don't know if the commissioner saw that videotape, but we're eventually going to find out if somebody did in his office. Even if he didn't see it but chose to rule on Ray Rice and give him a 2-game suspension, okay. He made a mistake on it. He admitted he made a mistake. Now you get tougher domestic violence rules, and the NFL needs to do that.